संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
भारतीय संस्कृति का वैभव जग में सबसे न्यारा। ज्ञान और विज्ञान यहीं से सबने पाया सारा, सबने पाया सारा। कुछ भूलों से हारा फिर से जीते देश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागशील सेवा व्रतधारी युवा जगे पुरुषार्थी। वैज्ञानिकता विनय सभ्यता स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी, स्वभाव हो निस्वार्थी। देशभक्ति में तेजस्वी हो फिर समाज यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
महावीर गोविंद शिवाजी बुद्ध गगन के तारे। परंपरा की पुण्य चेतना उर में हम सब धारे, उर में हम सब धारे। बाल हृदय में उसे जगाकर जगे देश यह सारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
समर्थ बनाओ।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
त्यागो सारी दुर्बलता को राष्ट्र समर्थ बनाओ। बंधु भाव समता ममता से सबको गले लगाओ, सबको गले लगाओ। चलो विवेकानंद मार्ग पर शुभ संदेश हमारा। गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा। भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
हो उदास मन हतोत्साहित, जीवन लगे दूभर कंटित। चाह न हो कुछ भी जीवन में, हो जाए जब अंधियारे वन में। पाठ करो तुम गीत मनोहर, गान करो तुम गीत सरोवर। श्रेष्ठ गीत ये कृष्ण मुखी, करे सफल सर्वस्व सुखी। अंधियारे वन में जलकर, मार्ग दिखाए दीप उज्ज्वल। उमंग भर दे जीवन कर दे, कंटक कंकड़ जीवन पथ के। कुसुमलता पुष्पित कर दे, ध्येय बनाकर अर्पण कर दो। गीता में जीवन कर दो, करो शुभारंभ 2 श्लोक से। नित्य नियत दृढ़ संकल्प से, कंठस्थ संपूर्ण तक रुकना नहीं। जीवन में कभी थकना नहीं, नया सवेरा नव जीवन। प्रसन्न आत्मा प्रसन्न तन मन, गुरुवर ने यह पाठ सिखाया। गीता पढ़ जीवन में लाया, आओ पढ़े हम पावन गीता। सर्व समाज सकल पुनीता, एक स्वर में गुंजायमान हो। घर घर गीता, हर कर गीता।
मधुरं वदनं मधुरं नयनं मधुरं हसितं मधुरं हृदयं मधुरं गमनं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वचनं मधुरं चरितं मधुरं वसनं मधुरं वलितं मधुरं चलितं मधुरं भ्रमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
पाणिर्मधुरः पादौ मधुरौ नृत्यं मधुरं सख्यं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
पीतं मधुरं भुक्तं मधुरं सुप्तं मधुरं रूपं मधुरं तिलकं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
तरणं मधुरं हरणं मधुरं स्मरणं मधुरं वमितं मधुरं शमितं मधुरम्।
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्।
वीणा मधुरा वीची मधुरा सलिलं मधुरं कमलं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपी मधुरा लीला मधुरा युक्तं मधुरं मुक्तं मधुरं दृष्टं मधुरं शिष्टं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
गोपा मधुरा गावो मधुरा यष्टिर्मधुरा सृष्टिर्मधुरा दलितं मधुरं फलितं मधुरम्
मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरं मधुराधिपतेरखिलं मधुरम्
हो उदास मन हतोत्साहित, जीवन लगे दूभर कंटित। चाह न हो कुछ भी जीवन में, हो जाए जब अंधियारे वन में। पाठ करो तुम गीत मनोहर, गान करो तुम गीत सरोवर। श्रेष्ठ गीत ये कृष्ण मुखी, करे सफल सर्वस्व सुखी। अंधियारे वन में जलकर, मार्ग दिखाए दीप उज्ज्वल। उमंग भर दे जीवंत कर दे, कंटक कंकड़ जीवन पथ के। कुसुमलता पुष्पित कर दे, ध्येय बनाकर अर्पण कर दो। गीता में जीवन कर दो, करो शुभारंभ 2 श्लोक से। नित्य नियत दृढ़ संकल्प से, कंठस्थ संपूर्ण तक रुकना नहीं। जीवन में कभी थकना नहीं, नया सवेरा नव जीवन। प्रसन्न आत्मा प्रसन्न तन मन, गुरुवर ने यह पाठ सिखाया। गीता पढ़ जीवन में लाया, आओ पढ़े हम पावन गीता। सर्व समाज सकल पुनीता, एक स्वर में गुंजायमान हो। घर घर गीता, हर कर गीता।
सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले। सद्गुणों साहो तेज झांसी वाली सा जलती शहीदों की चिता से हृदय में अंगार ले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले संग्राममय जीवन धरा पर विजय रथ ले हम चले सद्गुणों की साधना में ध्येय ज्योति नित जले ध्येय ज्योति नित जले ध्येय ज्योति नित जले
पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीर्विजयो भूतिर्ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम।
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरम् कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुम्। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा। ईश्वर भक्ति भाव से बहती संस्कारों की धारा, भारत माँ की सेवा में गीता परिवार हमारा, गीता परिवार हमारा।
जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ, जय भारत माँ, जय गीता माँ।
Jai Shri Krishna. On behalf of Geeta Parivara, I, Khyati Gupta, welcome all devotees and enthusiastic Geeta devotees in the interpretation session. Today, we all gathered here for the interpretation of Holy Scripture, Śrīmad-Bhagavadgītā, Chapter 15, Purushottama Yoga. We will do the beginning of the session with the prayer, seeking the presence of Bhagavan among us. For the beginning prayer, I invite Damodar Jadhav ji from Pune, presently learning in level 4 and serving as a technical assistant in level 1. Damodar Bhaiya.
वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु, कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरु। जय श्री कृष्ण।
Thank you, Bhaiya. Asatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya. With the destruction of darkness, invocation begins. For today's Deep Prajwalan, Hiral Jadhav ji, Hiral Vidya ji from Gujarat is invited. She had passed her Jigyasu and Pathak examination with full marks and is presently trainer in level 3 batches. Hiral Vidya.
निषिद्धैरप्येभिर्लुलितमकरन्दो मधुकरैः करैरिन्दोरन्तश्छुरित इव सम्भिन्नमुकुलः विधत्तां सिद्धिन्नो सुभगामस्य सदसः प्रकीर्णः पुष्पाणां हरिचरणयोरञ्जलिरयम् शरदिन्दुनिभां शुभ्रवस्त्रैरलङ्कृताम् कलहंसकृतावासां वरदां शारदां नुमः वरदां शारदां नुमः.
Thank you, Didi, for the beautiful Geeta Prajvalan. Now I welcome respected Rupal Shukla Didi for the interpretation of the first half of 15th chapter. She is Geeta Vrati as well as Geeta Praveena, doing the Advaita Vedanta course from Chinmay Vishwavidyapeeth, Kochi. She is not just a good student but an inspiring and motivating Karyakarta in Geeta Parivara. Respected Rupal Didi.
Thank you for the beautiful introduction. Let's begin today's session with the prayer. सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्परां जय श्री कृष्ण. We are so fortunate, we are so blessed that we are gathering again for the interpretation session of 15th chapter. The name of 15th chapter is Purushottam Yoga. We already have seen 12th chapter, the Bhakti Yoga. And we've seen all the Bhakti Lakshanas, 36 Bhakti Lakshanas in the 12th chapter. Now we are moving towards the Purushottama Yoga. Here, at the end of the chapter, Lord will be explaining his Purushottama Swarupa. With Lord's grace, so many saints kripa on us, and also our punya karmas done in previous births. We are getting this chance to learn Geeta, to teach Geeta, to spread this knowledge of Geeta, to connect so many people with this learning of Geeta. So we are getting this chance. There are so many people, they want to learn Geeta, but they are not getting the way how to learn. And there are so many people also, they are getting this chance, but they are not wishing to learn. So we have both the things with us. So this is just Lord's grace, because in Shankara Bhashyam, Bhagavan Shankaracharya ji says, Yame Vaish Vivranute Tena Labhyaha. It means we don't choose something for us. Lord chooses us. So Lord has chosen me to learn Geeta and to walk on this path. But once the Lord has taken us on this path, so this is our responsibility to not to leave this and to live this Geeta journey and completing our 18 chapters. Lord wanted to tell this Geeta for us. Arjuna, who never got defeated by anyone in his life, when he started telling in first chapter, Sidanti mamagatrani mukhancha parishusyati vepathuscha sharire me romaharshascha jayate gandivam samsate hastat tvakchaiva paridahyate nacha shaknomyavasthatum brahmativa cha me manaha. So Arjuna told Krishna, I'm not able to stand. I don't want to fight. I will beg, I will eat something, but I don't want to fight and kill my family members. So he told I don't want to fight. But still, Lord Krishna didn't start Gita. When in second chapter, in 7th shloka, Arjuna started telling, now you tell me, what is good for me? He told, Karpanya dosho pahata svabhavaha pritchami tvan dharma sammudha chetah yat shreyasyan nishchitam brohi tanme shishyasteham shadhiman tvam prapannam yat shreyasyan nishchitam brohi tanme. So Arjuna do yet shreyasya nishchitam, which is nishchitam, certainly good for me, Krishna, you tell that to me. Then the Lord Krishna started this Gita Jnana from 2nd chapter, 11th shloka. So we have got this Gita. Param Pujya Swamiji Maharaj says, the Vedas are the main source of knowledge. We are able to behave, we are able to learn the things, we are able to react, we are able to do anything. That is just because of Vedas. Vedas are the main source of knowledge. Because of the Vedas only, we are knowing everything. We are able to talk, we are able to walk, everything just because of Vedas. Main source of knowledge. But still, the Vedas are the exhales of Lord, and the Gita is direct voice of Lord. So we are getting this chance when we are following and we are doing the mimicry of our professor or our principal or our chairman, anyone, we are feeling proud. Oh wow, how good I am doing it. So when we are doing the mimicry, actually, when we are following the Lord, we are saying exact the shlokas told by the Lord. What my feel should be. I have that feeling. Yes, these are the shlokas Lord told himself at that time in Kurukshetra, Dharma Kshetre, Kurukshetre. So we are so fortunate, we are so lucky, we are so blessed that we are getting this chance. In starting, we thought that we would be able to complete it or not. But after completing 12th chapter, we are too sure that we can easily do it. Yes, we will be completing our 18 chapters. We will be being, yes, memorizing all Gita and being Gitavati. We will be doing it. Now I have that confidence. 12th and 15th chapter are the smallest in Gita. That's why we start in Gita Parivar from these chapters. So that after learning one chapter, we can get that confidence. Yes, I can do it. And that confidence helps us to complete this Gita journey and to walk further and to learn the further chapters. 15th chapter, the Purushottama Yoga. Let's start because we have to cover half of the chapter today. In this Purushottama Yoga, the Lord is going to tell us a different philosophy. We have heard many times the upside down tree that is being explained in Gita. We have seen so many pictures, so many JPGs on WhatsApp circulating everywhere. But where it is told, why it is told. So we have this 15th chapter, Purushottama Yoga. Here Lord is going to explain the samsara swarupa, the form of the samsara. Let's start from the first shloka. Śrī-Bhagavānuvaca ūrdhvamūlamadhashākham ashvatham prāhuravyayam chandāmsi yasya parnāni yastam veda savedaved. Lord is telling here, in starting 2 shlokas, Lord is explaining that samsara swarupa. He starts with urdhvamūla madhashakham. In our daily life also, if we see, the main part of our body is head. and head is upside. So urdhvam moolam. Urdhva means upside. Urdhva moolam, the main part, the roots are upside, and adha shakham, the branches are downside. So urdhva moolam adha shakham, it is rooted above. Urdhva moolam. Adha shakham. Shakha means all the branches, and downside all the branches are. Ashwatham prahu. Ashwatham avyayam prahu. Like this the Anvaya is. Ashwatham means, Shwa means tomorrow. Tomorrow means a next moment. This moment will not be at next moment. So that is Shwa, next moment, tomorrow. And Ashwa means which will not be tomorrow, means ever changing. So Ashwatha means which is keep changing. That is Ashwatha. So Ashwatham prahu. We should tell that, we should name that as Ashwatha Vriksha. And Ashwatha Vriksha is considered a people Vriksha. We see that. Why people Vriksha? Because that tree is so fickle. There is no wind or there is a lot of wind. The leaves of that people tree will be shaking every time. That's why it is considered that the Ashwatha is that people Vriksha only. So Ashwatham prahu. And even it is keep changing. It is changing every moment. It is avyayam, indestructible. Pratikshana parivartamanepi na parivartati tathaiva tisthati ata eva avyayam iti uchyate. This is the definition in in our commentaries. So pratikshana parivartamanepi na parivartati tathaiva tisthati iti avyayam. It means which never changes every time. Avyaya, indestructible. Avyayam prahu. Chandamsi yasya parnani. Now, the chandas word has three meanings. First meaning is that poetry, chandas shastra. We see in Vedangas. So we have one Vedanga as chandas shastra. Second is jnana, the knowledge. And third meaning of chandas is the Vedas. So here we consider the meaning of chandas as jnana, as knowledge. So just we will be imagining one tree. The roots are upside and the leaves are downside, and the leaves are chandamsi yasya parnani. Branches are downside and there we have so many leaves. And what type of leaves? So jnanam, the knowledge. Knowledge is yasya parnani, the leaves are knowledge. Yes, tam veda sa vedavit, means vedavit, who knows this jnana, who knows the Vedas. So here we are telling the leaves are the jnana, the knowledge are the leaves here. And who knows this knowledge, this type of cycle, who knows this samsara vriksha, who knows how this srishti is created and always destroyed. So who knows all this philosophy? They called Vedavit. They know that knowledge. Veda means that knowledge also. Vit means who knows that, the knower. So Vedavit, the knower of the Vedas or the knower of the knowledge. Which type of knowledge? This knowledge, this philosophy. So yastam veda sa vedavit. So here Lord explained that upside down tree. Now in second shloka he continues there. Adharshurdham prasitastasya shakha guna pravriddha vishaya pravala adharsha mulanyanusantatani karmanubandhini manushya-loke. Here Lord is telling adha cha urdhvam prasritaha tasya shakhaha. How? So adha means downside, urdhva means upside. So from the urdhva word, the Brahma is also considered. How? Because Brahma is that Brahman, that Almighty, that Supreme Lord is the main there. So urdhvam, utkrishtam, shreshtham, sarvatra shreshtham. So that is Brahma, Urdhva Brahma, supreme for all the beings. That said is the Urdhvam. So here, Adha cha Urdhvam prasritaha tasya shakhaha. He told us that upside down tree and leaves are the knowledge, and who knows that knowledge is called Vedavid. Now he is telling some more description about it. As we do, we just explained in brief, we given the brief, now we are explaining. So Lord told just imaginary tree, now he is explaining that tree, how it is. So adha cha urdhvam prasritaha tasya shakhaha. The branches are spreaded everywhere, upside and downside, everywhere the branches are spreaded of that tree. So below and above the spread, prasritaha means spreaded, and tasya shakha, that tree, tasya referring to that tree, tasya shakha, the branches are spreaded everywhere below and above. Guna pravriddhaha. Now the karma theory comes. What karma we are doing, we will be getting that phala only. And we have one more thing in Bhagavad-Gītā. We just misinterpret that shloka. Karmanye vadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma phala hetur bhur ma te sangostva karmani. We always say that our right is only karma. Our right is not in phala. We should do karma and we should not think about the phala. But Lord is telling here, you should not think about, no, you should not think about the phala. That is not the thing here. The thing is, our right is not that. Phala is not our right. Our right is only karma. So we will be doing only karma. So here Lord telling that karma theory only, guna pravriddhaha. Vishaya pravalaha. Guna pravriddha means nourished by the gunas. And which gunas? So there are three gunas. One is sattva guna, one is rajo guna, and another is tamo guna. Sattva guna is the best, and rajo guna is better. Tamo guna is worst. We should not go on the path of tamo guna, but we should try to get that sattva guna and increase our sattva guna. Everyone is having all these three gunas. We all have sattva guna, rajo guna, tamo guna. But the difference is the superior guna. I have sattva guna as my superior, the prior guna or superior guna, or I have rajo guna as my superior guna, or I have tamo guna as my superior guna. So which guna I have as my superior? I have sato guna pradhanyam, I have rajo guna pradhanyam, or I have tamo guna pradhanyam. I love to sleep full day, full night. Anytime I lay down and I will be sleeping only. That is tamo guna pradhana. And I can't lay down, I can't do that worshipping also, not the meditation also, but I will be working. I can study, I can do something on my laptop, and I will be doing some kriya, some action. So that is rajo guna pradhana. And I love to do meditation. For 1 hour, 2 hours, I can sit in meditation. I can worship Lord for 1 hour, 2 hours. I can listen the kathas about Mahabharata, Ramayana. I love these things. So that is sato guna pradhanyam. But if I have that worshipping feeling also, and I have that tamas also, I love to sleep also. So we should see what is my priority. If I have that time of sleeping also, and I have that worshipping also, what I will choose. So that will be your prior guna. So here Lord is telling Vishaya Guna Pravriddhaha. All the karmas are nourished by the gunas, these three gunas. If I am doing something good, that is nourished by the Sato Guna. If I am doing some okay karma, so that will be nourished by Rajo Guna. And if I am doing good, extremely good, so that will be nourished by Sato Guna. So Lord is telling here about this nourishing of these three gunas. So Guna Pravriddhaha Vishaya Pravalaha. Vishaya Pravalaha. When on a branch, if any leaf is about to come, leaf. So if leaf is coming and there is one small dot, that is Pravala. So here Lord is telling Vishaya Pravalaha. So that Pravala is all the sense objects, that sound, touch, color, and taste, and also the smell. So these are the Pravalaha of that tree. Then Adhascha Mulani Anusantatani. Adha, the below, and the roots are stressed forth. Adha cha Mulani Anusantatani. Here the Lord is telling. And Adhascha Mulani Anusantatani. Here the Lord is telling the karmas are bounding us, or we are getting attached from the samsara according to our karmas only, because of our karmas only. If we are doing action, we are getting connected to the things. So Lord is telling here, we get bounded with this samsara, with this prapancha, with this world, because of our karmas only. So that moola, because of that we are getting bounded to this word. That moola is also getting spreaded downside and upside, means everywhere it is being spreaded in that tree. Lord is telling about that tree. So Adhascha Urdhvam Prasita, branches are downside and upside, and Guna Pravriddha Vishaya Pravalaha. Vishaya Pravalaha, the sense objects are nourished by the guna. It means what I love to see. If I am Satoguna, my prior guna is Satoguna, I will be loving to see the sattvic things. If I am Rajoguna Pradhana, I will be loving to see the Rajasic things and listen to Rajasic things and taste Rajasic thing, the food also. In level 2, we will be seeing the 17th chapter there. About the food, Lord has explained in detail what is sattvic food, what is Rajasic, what is Tamasic food. So Lord will be explaining that in 17th chapter. So here Lord is telling the sense objects, what I love, what my eyes love to see, what my ears love to hear, what my tongue love to taste, what I love to touch. These are all the what I love to smell. So these sense objects are always nourished by the guna, those three gunas. So I can't tell that I don't want to see, but my eyes just went there. I seen that. I don't want to see. I don't want to listen that. I don't want to do gupshup and they're doing backbiting. I don't want to do. We are telling that. But you see, all the karmas are nourished by these three gunas only. Satoguna, Rajoguna, Tamoguna. So the reason is myself only. I am doing that. I am nourishing my karmas with these gunas only, Satoguna, Rajo. So it is completely in my control, in my hand, whether I want to do that or not. Lord is telling the swarupa of that vraksha, Adhascha Mulani Anusantatani. The moola, because of that we are getting bounded to the samsara. All these roots are also, that moola is also spreaded everywhere, downside and upside. Here's second shloka. Now in third shloka, the Lord is going to tell us about, he is explaining the tree of samsara, but this is not Lord is telling, Na rupam asya iha tatha upalabhyate. As I explained, the roots are down upside and the leaves are downside and the branches are spreaded upside or downside. And what karmas we will be doing, we will be getting that birth only. So if we are doing the good karmas, we will be getting the good species, good yonis, good lives in next birth. And if we are doing the bad karma, we will be getting the downside lokas. So there is the concept of Chaturdash Bhuvanani. So Chaturdash Bhuvanani, the first to 8th Bhuvanas are superior than the Manushya. 1 to 8. 9th Bhuvan is of human being having 2 legs. And then comes 10th Bhuvan is for animals having 4 legs. 11th is for birds and having 2 legs, 2 wings. 12th is for reptiles, Sarisrapa, no legs, no wings. And the 13th one is Tiryak species, the spiders, the octopus, the insects having 6 legs, and also the mosquitoes. And the 14, the worst, the least, and the first from downside, that is plants. Plants can mean achar, constant. They cannot move from one place to another. So this is Chaturdash Bhuvanani. Now, how we will be getting these birds and where we will be going in which lokam? So here, one more concept is there of Chaturdash Lokas. So let's see Chaturdash Lokas. How? First is Satyaloka, Tapaloka, Jalaloka, Maharloka, Swargaloka. So these lokas are above than the Manushya. This superior than the Manushya Loka, the Prithvi Loka. Manushya Loka means this Prithvi Loka, this earth. So from this Prithvi Loka, all these 7, Satyalok, Tapalok, Jal, Mahar, Swargalok, these are the superior than this Prithvi Loka. And so if we are doing good karmas, we will be getting the birth in from 1 to 8 bhuvanas, Devata, Yakshadi, and we will be getting these lokas, Satyaloka, Jalaloka, Maharloka, Swargaloka. We will be getting these lokas if we do good karmas. If we are doing, yes, Rajoguni karmas, or we are doing, yes, kind of good karmas also, so we will be getting that 9th one, the human being having 2 legs, and in these lokas having 7th loka is Prithvi Loka. So we will be getting birth in this Prithvi Loka. And if we are doing the worst karmas, the tamasic karmas, we are nourishing our karmas, our actions with that tamas guna, tamasic guna. So we will be getting the birth of animals, birds, reptiles, and the plants in these forms, and we'll be getting the lokas of Atal, Patal, Mahatal, Sutal, Talatal, and Patal. These lokas will be getting. So this is the concept. 14 bhuvanas and 40 lokas. 14 lokas. So which type of karma I am doing? If I want Manushayoni again, I need to do good karma. If I want to do be that Deva, Yaksha, Gandharva, so karmas. There is a fixed quantity. If you are doing these many punya karmas or good karmas, you will be getting that. So that quantity we don't know, that measurement we don't know, we are not aware of that. So we should strive to get good karmas only, because everyone knows what is good, what is bad. Even you take a child of 5-year-old and you ask, this is good or bad, this is right or wrong, they will be telling you, they will be telling us that this is right, this is wrong, but no one is doing. So when we started learning Geeta, when we started spreading Geeta, when we started understanding Geeta, we should see that how we can now implement in our lives. Theory I knew. Now I need to do practical. This is the time of practical. How to start? We should not think that I am 30-year-old or I am just 25, I am just 20. How can I start? No, there is no age for this. Living Geeta, there is no age to live Geeta. We can start wherever we are. We can start at any point. So na rupam asya iha tatha upalabhyate. As I explained in first and second shloka, you should not understand that this is the roots are upside and the leaves are downside and having so many branches. So don't understand this is as I have explained in previous two shlokas. Na antaha na cha na upalabhyate. This will not be you will not be getting, it will not be perceived at any place. So na antaha na cha adihi na cha sampratishtha. It is not staying, it is not foundation or resting place. There is no foundation, there is no resting place for this tree. There is no starting point for this, there is no ending point for this. This is eternal. Na antaha na cha adihi na cha sampratishtha. Sampratishtha means there is a staying place for that. It is staying at some place. No, there is no place like that. I told you as example to imagine, to get that image of samsara. The moola is upside, that Chetanta, that Almighty, that Paramatman is upside, the main cause, and the human beings, the jivas are downside. The leaves, the jnana, the knowledge, everything is downside. So that tree, Lord is explaining, nanto na cha adi na cha sampratishtha. Ashwatham enam. Again, Lord is referring the same name as he explained. Ashwatham prahu avyayam. You should understand this tree as Ashwatha. So he is telling Ashwatham enam suvirudha moolam. Ashwatham enam. This Ashwatha suvirudha moolam. This is attached, very firm. This is firm rooted. Now, how to get detached? When we are attached with firmly, this is firm rooted, this Ashwatha Vriksha, this Samsara Vriksha. So how to get rid of it? So Lord is telling, yeah, there is one way. You should cut it. You should cut all the roots with the aches of that detachment. Asanga shastrena dridhena chitva. With that asanga shastra, with the weapon of that asanga shastra, that detachment, non-attachment, with the aches of non-attachment, this strong samsara vriksha also having cut asunder. We should cut it. There is one way. Asanga shastrena dridhena chitva. Now, what is asanga shastra? Might we have seen this story previously also. When Shukadevji went to Mithila and he asked Janakji to give him a knowledge. So Janakji told, okay, you have come on a very special occasion, because this time this is pujana of some Devi. So you need to hold this bowl, have it filled with the oil, and you need to walk around, complete the parikrama of this Mithila. You need to do that. Okay, but there is a condition, even a small drop, even a single drop should not fall down, otherwise this will be kandita like that. So okay, Shukadevji told, okay, I will be doing, there's no problem. So he was holding that, and full time he visited Mithila, he completed that parikrama, and after that, when he came back, Janakji asked, okay, no, no point that nothing has fallen down, right? Yes, I have completed very gently. Nothing wrong has happened. Okay, very nice. Now Janakji asked a very fantastic question to him. How was the Mithila? If anyone asks us that I was completing my task and I was focused on that, if you ask me, how was the Mithila? What I will be answering? Oh, Shukadevji thought I didn't even see all the mountains, all the river. Janakji asking how was the mountains, how was the river, how was the roads, how was the trees, and how the wind was blowing. So he was asking everything, but Shukadevji was like, oh, there's so much, but I didn't see anything. So Shukadevji told, no, I was so focused on my goal, on my task, what I was completing, so I couldn't see anything. Janakji told, okay, now you have learned for what you have come here. Living in this samsara, living in this prapancha, living in this world, but not getting attached with anything. Detachment, complete detachment. We are just the character here. Whatever character I have got, I will be playing. Nothing is mine. When on a munch, we are presenting some character, being Sita, being Yashoda, being Krishna, anything. We are not that character. We are not attached with other members present there. Why to get attached? We are just a character. So getting that detachment, asanga shasena dridhena chitva. Okay. So there's one way. Now, after cutting those roots, firm rooted that tree, the mool, what we should do? The Lord is telling in 4th shloka what we should do now after doing that. Tatah padam tat parimargitavyam yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyah tamev chadyam purusham prapadye yatah pravrittif prasrita purani. Now the Lord is telling, after cutting those roots from the eggs of non-attachment, what we should do? We should seek for the goal, for that Param Dhama, after attaining which one never returns on this ocean of birth and death again and again. So Lord is telling we should strive to get that, to achieve that goal. Tatah padam tat parimargitavyam. Tatah padam. Tatah means after that. Tat parimargitavyam. Where attaining that should be, we should seek for. Parimargitavyam. Now what we should do? We should be sought for. Yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyah. Bhuyah means again. Nivartanti means returning. So gataha gone. Who has gone there? After going there, with the person never returns. Na nivartanti bhuyah. Again you will never come back in this ocean of birth and death. Yasmin gata na nivartanti bhuyah. Tameva chadyam purusham prapadye. I seek refuge that Tameva, that is only Adyam Purusham, the primeval person, the Purusha, that supreme Purusha, that supreme Lord, that is only the supreme Lord. Yataha pravrittihi prasrita purani. Yataha, whence pravrittihi, the activity, the energy, when we are going to do something, that pravritti, that willing power. Yataha pravrittihi prasrita purani. In all those Puranas, which is being told, which is being explained, here the Lord is telling from the starting point of this Srishti. Actually, that is Anadi. We can't say there is any starting point. So there is no starting point. So Lord is telling here, from which, from that Purusha only, from that Chetan Tattva only, this Srishti is getting, this samsara is getting spreaded, and all the time this is just stretching forth, this is just spreading only, and that Adi Purusha, that Paramatma only, I should be seeking to get. Lord told about after getting that detachment, after cutting the root, we should strive to get this Dhamma. This Param Dhama, after attaining that, one never returns. The Lord told here. Now let's see the 5th shloka. Here, the Lord is telling that after, how it will happen. We are telling that yes, that Purusha, we are the portion of that Purusha only, that Chetana Tattva only, that Paramatman only. But how we should start thinking? We are telling to seek for that goal, means Aham Brahmasmi. We should start thinking that I am only that self, I am only that supreme Purusha. But getting that feeling, not just showing off. So I am only that, I am the portion of that. How we will start thinking of Aham Brahmasmi Tattvamasi concept of Vedanta? So Lord is telling there are some sadhanas for that. There are some calls for that. So let's see in 5th shloka. Nirmana moha jita sanga dosha adhyatma nitya vinivritta dvandvair vimukta sukha dukkha sangyair gacchantya padam avyayantat. Here Lord is telling nirmana moha. Here Lord will be telling 4 qualities being which these qualities are helping us to attain that goal about what we were talking in 4th shloka. So Lord is saying those 4 qualities. Nirmana moha, free from pride and delusion. Nirmana moha. Jita sanga dosha, who has won over the jita sanga. Jita means won over the sanga dosha, evil of attachment. Attachment is the problem everywhere. Those who was victorious over the evil of attachment. Adhyatma nityaha, this spirituality. Spirituality is not just reading the granthas, just reading Bhagavad-Gītā and thinking of these, doing meditation. This is, yes, a kind of spirituality is dwelling in the self. I am always having the feel, yes, I am of Lord and Lord is of mine. I can be happy because I am the portion of that Lord. Akhanda Satchidananda's Rupam. Chidananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. So having that feeling, that is Adhyatma. All the time I am that self. I have that awareness. That is spirituality. Then I don't get those vikaras, the raga, dvesha, kama, krodha, moha, lobha, because I am that self. I don't have anything of mine. I don't have any individual identity of mine. I am nothing. So why I will be doing these things? I will not be thinking anything. So here nirmana moha adhyatma nitya, dwelling constantly in the self. Vinivritta kamaha, whose desires are completely turned away, completely turned. Vinivritta kama. Vritta kamaha means all the desires are turned now. And vinivritta kamaha, all the desires having completely turned away. All the desires completely turned now. So that is vinivritta kamaha. Dvandvaihi vimuktaha. This 5th quality, dvandvaihi. Dvandva means the opposite pairs. Sukh dukkha, lobha moha, that papa punya, dharma dharma. So these are the dvandva. So from the pairs of opposite, vimuktaha, free. Sukha dukkha sangyahi. One example also, sukha dukkha sangyahi, known as the pleasure and pain. So pleasure and pain, that punya and papa, all this, free from all these pairs of opposite. Gachanti amudhaha. Reach. Gachanti means reaching there, and amudhaha means the undeluded person. Amudhaha. Padamavyayantat. After getting these qualities, when we start trying to get these qualities, and after getting these qualities, what we will be getting? That padam, avyayam padam, that eternal goal for what we were striving, we were doing everything, we were understanding this philosophy. Lord is telling this avyayam, we will be getting that avyaya padam. Gachanti amudaha padam avyayantat. Now the 6th shloka, let's see. Here Lord is telling prayojanam anuddishya mandopi na pravartate. This is our nyaya. So when we don't know why we are doing it and what we are going to get out of it, so we have prayojanam, we have the result, we have the fruit for that. So your Lord is telling we are telling that we should strive to get that param dhama. So how is that param dhama? Lord is telling in 6th shloka, explaining that dhama. Na tadbhasayate suryo na shashanko na pavakaha yadgatva na nivartante tadhama paramam mama. Lord is telling here, the na tadbhasayate, tatra na bhasate. The Na tad bhasayate suryaha. The sun does not illumines there. The moon also does not illumine, and also the fire. Only these three, the sun, the moon, and the fire. These three are the main source of light, main source of that power. So all these three source of that light, that prakasha, does not illumine that world. About that dham I am talking about, where after attaining that, we will never return. And that dham is swaprakashaka rupaha, swaprakasha swarupaha. So na tatra bhasayate suryaha. The sun doesn't illumine there. The moon, or shashanka means moon. The moon also, and the pavaka means fire. Pavaka is also not illumined there. Yad gatva na nivartante, to which having gone, not return, never return. Yad gatva na nivartante, tad dhama paramam mama. Tad dhama, that abode you should understand as mind. Paramam mama, my supreme abode is that. Lord explained that, yes, nothing, that everywhere the light will be there, because the Brahma, that Almighty, that Lord is Satchidananda Rupa. Sat means that Sat Swarupa, that existent. Chit means that Prakasha, that light. So the Dhama is not like having one building or one city or one country type thing. No, there is not like this Dhama. Dhama means that Brahma, that Almighty only, that Supreme Lord only. So the Param Dhama is that Lord itself. And that Lord is Saprakasha Swarupaha. Saprakasha. The sun is getting the Yat Chakshusha na pashyati yena chakshumshi pashyati. We are getting the power to see and to do everything from that Chaitanya Tattva only. So the sun is also getting the light from that Tattva. Sun is not having its own light. So sun, moon, and also in Upanishadat, na tatra suryo bhati na chandra tarakam nema vidyuto bhanti kuto yamagnihi tameva bhantam anubhati sarvam tasya bhasa sarvamidam vibhati. Tasya bhasa, from that light only, sarvamidam vibhati, everything is illumines. From the light of that Almighty only, from that Lord's light only, everything is visible, everything is just, we can see, we can feel. This power is that Chaitanya Tattva, one Almighty, one Lord, Paramatma. So Lord is telling that Dhama. Now, 7th shloka. This is one of the most famous shlokas of Gita, and also the important shloka. We say we are the portion of that Lord, where it is written, where it is told. So Lord is telling in 15th chapter, 7th shloka, remember always. Mamaivamsho jivaloke jivabhuta sanatanaha manashasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. Actually, mamaivamsho, my portion only. Mamai anshaha, mama, my, and anshaha is that portion. Mamaivamsho, my portion only in this jivaloke, in this word of life. Jivaloke, jiva bhuta sanatanaha. Sanatanaha means when we don't know the starting point, that is sanatana. Puratana means told, but we know the starting point. So sanatana, we don't know the starting point of that. Jiva bhuta sanatana, jiva bhuta, being this jivaha, being this having this soul. Jiva bhutah sanatana, eternal. Manashasthani indriyani, with the mind, with these indriyas, the 6th is mind, this mana. So manaha shasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. So my portion only dwelling in this word, being a jiva, sanatan, eternal jiva, but that we are the portion of that Lord only. But what is wrong there? Our mistake is there. We understand everything as ours. Manasasthani indriyani prakritisthani karshati. We attract, we draw everything as mine. Yes, this is mine, this is mine, this is mine. No, this is not mine. We think that Indriya is seeing, this is mine. Mana is connected, this is mine. So all Indriyas with the mana, with that sixth Indriya, attracts all this and connects with ourselves. In this nature, all the mana and all the Indriyas, we think attracting these things means we start thinking that this is our. No, but this Indriyas are not our, the sense objects are also not our, and nothing is our. We are the portion of that Lord, Satchidananda Rupa, Nirvikar, Nirdharmaka. So we are not having any of these. Let's say the 8th shloka. This is a different philosophy. All the time we are getting question how this Srishti is created, how this is destroyed, and how this soul is getting one body from another. So these all the things are happening. So all the questions will be answered in this 8th shloka. 8th, 9th, 10th actually together, but we cannot take that. Yes, as we have one shloka. Natveva hanjatura sannatvanne janadhipaha न चैव न भविष्यामः सर्वे वयमतः परम् न तु एव अहं जातु नासं न त्वमेव जनाधिपः न चैव न भविष्यामः, not there, I will not be. This is the eternal portion of Lord. Lord is telling how vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grannati naroparani तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णान् अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि. So how we are leaving one body and getting another body? As this body changes the clothes, the soul changes the bodies. So no one is dying and no one is getting birth. Just that eternal soul is running from here and there, getting that birth. So let's see the 8th shloka. Shariram yadavapnoti yachapyutkramati grihitvaitani sanyati vayurgandhani vashayat. Lord is telling Shariram yat avapnoti, a body when obtains, yachapi utkramati shvaraha, when we get one body. Avapnoti means getting. Yacha api utkramati shara. Utkramanam means leaving. When I leave one body and getting the another body. Yacha api utkramati shvaraha. The Lord taking grihitva etani sanyati. Sanyati means goes. So grihitva etani sanyati vayur gandhani vashayat means when the air flows from some garden or the wind is blowing from some garden, so it is carrying the fragrance. It is carrying that fragrance. When it is passing from some bad smell, it is carrying that bad smell. So all the soul is not attached with these karma phalas, not having attached with these indriyas or these sense objects, but the soul is carrying as the air, as the wind is carrying that fragrance and carrying that bad smell, and after some times it leaves that also. So same as with the soul is not attached, air is not attached, but the carrying these gunas, same as the soul is not attached with thing, because soul is nirdharmaka, gunaka, so it is not having any characteristic, it is not having any attribute. So it cannot be attached with anything. It is just carrying this. All the sense objects, all the karma phalas, that the soul is changing the body, but karma phalas are still same. I need to do the bhoga, I need to do the enjoy of those karma phalas, even it is bad or good. I will be having that. And this is the concept. We leave one body, getting another body, but Atman is not carrying this. Atman is not attached with these karma phalas and these sense objects, but it is carrying all from one body to another. This is the concept. Now the another concept from 9th shloka, Shrotam to all the Indriyas, and about Lord will be explaining his Swarupa from macro to micro. From sun, he will be entering in our body, and from the body, he will be telling how this body is created from him only. So from the sun, he will be entering, and after entering, he will be creating our body. So that theory we will be seeing in next session. Let's do 2 minutes Sankirtana. Then we will move on to the question answer session. Sit calmly. Think of that Lord Sarupa. Hari Sharanam, 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 Hari Sharanam. Gopala Krishna Bhagavan ki Jai.
Thank you very much, Didi, for the beautiful session, interpretation session. And now we will be moving towards the question answer session. If anybody is having the questions, then they can raise their hand and please on your video. We can take the question.
Hari Om. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. If anyone is having any question, you can just raise your hand and we will spotlight you. Please switch on your videos so that we can add you. Yes, Mahalakshmi. Ashwya is with us. He is the program director of this Learn Geeta. He is also the vice president of Geeta Parivar. He is my mentor. Whatever we have learned, whatever I am able to convey to you, the meaning of Geeta, I have just learned from him only. We are so blessed that he has got some time for us from his busy schedule. I would like to welcome Ashu Bhaiya. We will begin the question answer session. Mahalakshmi ji, please ask your question.
Yes, Malakshmi.
So that Loka and that our body is created by sun. Then what I don't know that second paragraph I did not understand.
Rupal, could you understand our question?
No.
I did not understand the second paragraph.
You have to repeat your question, beta. Which shloka are you talking about?
Yes, that Adasya Mula and that
Adasya Mulani Anusantatani Karmanubandhini Shloke. So she wants to understand the meaning of the second line, right?
yes.
Okay. Rupal, you tell.
Yes, in second shloka, the Lord has told that all the branches are spreaded, which are nourished by the gunas. They are spreading in middle and above side and downside also. And he is also telling the moola, the roots are also spreaded upside and downside. And what type of roots? So, because of which the manushya, the person is bounded because of karma in this world.
Okay. Thank you.
Sukanya, please ask your question. Sukanya ji. Are you able to unmute yourself?
Yes.
Yes. Please.
My question is, how many adhyayas are there in Gita? Because I have started learning Gita now.
There are 18 chapters. You will be taught all in 1 year. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Raja Lakshmi ji.
Namaste.
Namaste.
This time that interpretation was very clear. 12th chapter, maybe audio or I do not know, but I was not able to understand what she was.
Maybe your network was not good. You can listen to all those later on YouTube also. So if you couldn't listen properly at once, you can listen it later on the YouTube. So that will be very clear. So vivachan.learngita.com is there. Rupal, please type the link. So it is the all, you can find all the lectures there, and the same, the day Vivachan happens, you get the group YouTube link in your group also. So if you click the group link, you will get the YouTube.
Okay, thank you. Very nice today. Good, thank you.
Veena ji.
Jai Shri Krishna. First of all, it was such a nice, wonderful session. And I'm wondering, from very long, that in 45 minutes, it said that Gita says, Lord Krishna said Gita in 45 minutes. How it is possible? Is there any confusion about this, or it's a 45 minutes only?
No, it's actually when you will memorize Bhagavad Gita, you can read it in 45 minutes. So that's why most of the learned people believe that it is a talk, because when people talk, it was not that Krishna told now the chapter ends, now I am starting the next chapter. It was all done by the Vedas. They were talking constantly like we are talking, right?
Okay.
So they talk constantly without any break. So without any break, if you read Bhagavad Gita, you can finish it in 45 minutes. So most of the learned people believe that it was a talk in the 45 minutes only.
Thank you.
Okay. Anshuji. Yes, Anshuji.
Sir, first of all, I'm very grateful. I think it's a life-changing event for me personally. While I've been, reading Ramayana and Gita in Hindi, but the way I understand it now, I have never understood before. So, a lot of gratitude. I end up spending 1 hour trying to practice. I have a long way to go, but still, that attachment to reading and learning to speak is high.
Very nice.
I just know that today, the way Rupal Didi was explaining, every word we could understand. But then it also makes me think, when we talk about detachment, right? In a married life, when we are at home, we have kids, while we say we are detached and we should not have any, reaction, not feel sad, nor feel happy. I was thinking practically how to apply that.
See, I got it.
Have responsibility towards them. You have old parents, you have responsibility towards them. So yes, there is karma and responsibility, but also the emotions will rise. So how to get detached while you live a married life?
I got your point. See, when a bank cashier sit on the bank cashier post, if 2 crores came there or 10 crores came there or no money deposited in a day, he feels happy or sad? No, he is just doing his duty. He doesn't mind if it is 0 or 2 crores or 10 crores. It doesn't matter to him. Money doesn't belong to me. I am just here to count it. Same happens when we start feeling that I am in mother role, I am in daughter role, I am in employer role, I am in employee role, I am in neighbor role, I am in listener role, I am in speaker role. In whatever role I am, I have to play my role, and I have to play it perfectly. The more perfectly I will play, the appointed, the person who appointed us, the God who appointed us in that role, he will be happy that I justified the role he gave me. So whatever I will do for his pleasing, that he will be pleased with me, that he appointed me in such a role, and I justified that role by playing it perfectly. But I am not attached. Actor, when I play his part, he just gets so involved in the film that we say how real is he did. We appreciate that. But after the shoot finishes, he just remove his attire and he just became the normal person he was. He was not in the role anymore. Same should happen with us. We are in mother's role, we are in daughter's role, we are in employer's role. We have to play that part. After that playing, we finish that part and now we are back. We are not this body. We are owner of this body. I am playing all this part who is related to this body as the appointed one. कर प्रणाम तेरे चरणों में, लगता हूँ अब तेरे काज, पालन करने को आज्ञा तव, मैं नियुक्त होता हूँ आज. I am appointed one with your orders, with your authority. I have no authority. By doing this, we can start this. Other thing you said, how can we feel detached or we can be free of the emotions? It cannot be 0 or 100 at a moment. You have to reduce it. On what stature I am. Not everybody feels the same emotions for her daughters. Everybody has the different amount of or quantity of emotions for a different task. Somebody has so much affections for her daughter. Somebody has for father. Somebody has for none. So it is all different person to person. So my emotional level, where it rises, we should assess it and we should start decreasing it. The more we are into it, it is paining us. The more we are having quantity of our emotions, it is giving us sorrows. It is giving us attachment to be born again and again and again. So if we want to get free from this born and death circle, we have to get detached. And it has to be done slowly. You cannot do it once, but we have to do it slowly, one by one, by fulfilling all our responsibilities with the most perfect manner we can do.
I am so grateful that, I took the courage to put on the video and ask you this question, because I was, but it really guides me so well. The basic theory is focus on your karma, do that, you do that role properly. The rest, God.
Right.
So thank you so much. I'm very grateful to you.
Thank you. Manohar ji.
Rupal ji said that shloka 7 is the most important shloka. Can you go over it again, either Goel ji or Shukla ji?
Rupal, what you told, please.
The 7th shloka, Mama Yuvansho Jiva Loke Jiva Bhuta Sanatana.
It is most important for understanding the theory of the universe. Who are we? If you want to get the answer, who are we? Here Krishna answers, Mamai Vansho Jivaloke. You are part of mine. You are not different. You are no more any other entity. You are just a part of me. Mamai Vansho Jivaloke. Jiva Bhuta Sanatana. And you are not born. You are from always. Like I am forever, you are also forever. Your body doesn't, but you are. You are not this body. You are the carrier of this body and you belong to me. You are part of me. So this principle Krishna dictates here and clarifies us that who we are. That's why this shloka is considered as...
What is the next line? Please explain the next line also.
Yes. Manashashthanindriyani prakritisthani karshati. Is this body is attracted to this jivatma by this 5 senses with their owner mana. So there are 5 Gyanendriyas and their owner is mana. So Shashthanindriyana, there are 6 Indriyas, 5 plus mana. So by these 6 Indriyas sanskara, attraction, this jivatma gets to the body, different bodies. So by all our papa punya we do. So we born and die every birth. How we Krishna answers, how we get the body, how it is decided what body or what yoni, what type of species I am going to be born. So manashashthan indriyani. So what type of our man and indriyas had the sanskar, the pap punya account for. So we will be born accordingly.
Prakriti sthani karshati.
Prakriti sthani karshati means this Prakriti has this all 5 senses.
What is Prakriti?
Prakriti is the who created these 5 elements. God created Prakriti. Prakriti created this universe.
Now, what is Prakriti Sthani?
Prakriti.
Yeah.
Prakriti, the first creation. Kriti means creation. Pra means first. The
And
first
what is
creation.
the meaning of Prakriti Sthani?
Mana is situated in
These 5 senses are situated in Prakriti.
Oh,
Prakriti Sthana is situated in Prakriti.
okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Shubhashish.
Jai Krishna, Jai Shri
Yes.
Krishna, Dr. Goel
Yes.
ji, and the entire. I am very much. I feel very much blessed to become associated with such a beautiful platform. I am very much grateful to all my mentors and senior teachers. So I just want to know one thing. Actually, I'm in ashram, so I cannot hear properly. For that, Rupal ji has explained very well. Still, I want some explanation. That according somewhere she has said in the Bhagavad-Gītā, it is given chapter 15. According to our karma, actually Rajasic, Tamasic, or Sattvic karma, we get rebirth. When we get rebirth, we whether we will be born as human being, means 2-legged or 4-legged animal, or like that. Ultimately, plants that cannot have the power to move. So that portion, if you please explain actually, what type of scientific explanation in the given?
See, Krishna told in the 8th chapter, the last thought this our mana have, we go to the next body accordingly. And what we had the last thought, the whole life we live accordingly. We came in the last thought according to that only. Who lived his life for earning money and money and money, he is going to think about money at his last moments, and he is going to born as a snake. So that is not told in Bhagavad-Gītā, but at many places in other shastras. So in what we get think of at our last moment, we are going to get decided for the next birth. And what we think at the last moment, it depends how we lived our whole life. It cannot that I will do anything and at the last moment I will do Ram Ram. It is not going to happen. It is not going to happen.
Yes. Thank you.
Purnima ji.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Yeah, Namaste, Rupal ji. It was a beautiful session. Today the audio was very clear actually. So yeah, my doubt is Ashwatha tree. So Kalpavriksha we hear. So is that Kalpavriksha is different and this Ashwatha tree is different?
Yes, Ashwatha is banyan tree.
Banyan tree. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it says the roots are upward.
Yeah.
So
Krishna tried to explain the type and structure of the universe. But similarly, in the 3rd sloka, he told also, Narupamasya tathopalabhyate. Don't consider it is exactly like same. Because a tree has the start point and ending point, but my universe doesn't. The tree always get changes, but it is fixed. But my universe is always changing. So it is not exactly the same. I am just giving you an example to get it to understand.
So there is no Adi, Madhya, and Anta.
Yes.
Right? So in
Yes.
the Shiva Sloka also we keep hearing about the lingam
Yes.
part. We keep
Same,
hearing
same.
that Adi, Madhya, and
Yeah.
Anta.
Yeah. Same.
So, yeah, and the roots, what I thought, is it? I have just please correct me if I'm wrong. So the roots, is that those are the entanglements of our karma?
See, if we see our body, what tree is different. If you cut the branches of the tree doesn't die. But if you cut the root of the tree, it dies. Similarly, if you cut out my hand, my leg, or other body part, I can survive. But if you cut my head, I cannot survive. Our root is upwards. Tree roots is downwards. But Krishna wants to tell that if you rotate this tree to upwards, the root will go upwards, like human body. We are having our roots upwards and branches are downwards. So these roots are upwards because God and that upwards and downwards is also for a consideration, because these directions, it belongs to this earth only. When we leave the earth, there is no direction. All the 10 directions belong to this environment only. So this direction and thing are also for understanding by us. It is no, it doesn't have any relevant meaning. It doesn't have any same meaning. It is for understanding upwards, downwards. Like we say, heaven is upwards. It is not upwards. It is just for understanding. It is a better thing, so it is upwards.
Yeah, actually in meditations we do this chakra meditation. So from the Mooladhara chakra to Sahasrara,
Yes,
it is in the upward direction.
Yes, yes.
So like humans normally when they don't meditate or when it's not in the spiritual path, it's always like it is going advaita.
Right.
Downward. So is there the symbolism of these two sciences?
Yeah, it is the same. If you do the good karmas, if you go to the higher lokas, it is the same. Krishna says here, same thing.
Thank you.
That analogy is same. Yes, you are correct. Chirag ji.
Om. It was such a nice explanation. I'm very much grateful to you all, and I got my answer, so I don't need to any
Very nice.
Any question. The question was that why it is inverted Aswatha Vriksha, and you gave me the answer that it's just
Thank
symbol.
Very nice. Congratulations. Thank you. Yes, I cannot read the Telugu. You have to speak your name and sorry.
Channa Basappa.
Yeah, Channa ji.
Hello. Channa Basappa ji, Kannada.
Okay. Kannada. Okay. Sorry, I said Telugu. I don't know Telugu.
Not Telugu, sir. Kannada.
Okay.
Jai Shri Krishna. What is the meaning of Karmanu Bandini Manushya Loke?
This all universe is attached to us by the karma bandhan. This whatever we do, we have to pay. We do good, we have to pay good. We did wrong, we have to pay wrong. It is, we cannot be free from this bad or good we do. So all the universe, it is bounded by this karma phala.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, Sapna ji. सपना तिवारी जी. यस.
हाँ सर, मुझे ये पूछना था कि कर्मों के जो बंधन होते हैं, है ना, उससे हमको कैसे पता चले कि हम उससे मुक्त हो गए? अब
जो कर्म मैंने किए, मैं ये मानकर करता हूँ, उससे मैं बंध जाता हूँ, उसके फल का भोक्ता मैं होता हूँ. और जो कर्म मैंने अपने रोल में अपॉइंट होकर किए, भगवान ने मुझे इस रोल में भेजा है, मैं माँ का दायित्व निभा रही हूँ, मैं पत्नी का दायित्व निभा रही हूँ, मैं पुत्री का दायित्व निभा रही हूँ, मैं पड़ोसी का दायित्व निभा रही हूँ, इस भाव से करता हूँ. भगवान करवा रहे हैं, मैं कर रहा हूँ, मैं कुछ करने वाला नहीं हूँ, ये शरीर कर रहा है, भगवान करवा रहे, तब हम उस कर्म फल से जुड़ते नहीं है. जब मैंने किया ये मानता हूं तो उस कर्म फल से हम जुड़ जाते हैं. ठीक है ना. जैसे आप कभी कहते हैं क्या, मैंने आज बहुत अच्छा खाना पचाया, कभी कहते हैं? अपने को हम करता नहीं मानते, हम कहते हैं वो तो अपने आप ही हो रहा है. मैंने आज बहुत अच्छी सांसें ली, कभी कहते हैं? हम उसके कर्म फल से भी नहीं मानते, ये ऑटोमेटिकली हो रहा है. जैसे ये हो रहा है वैसे ही संसार की सारी क्रियाएं हो रही है, मैं खाली उसको होते हुए देख रहा हूं. ये जिसकी दृष्टि हो जाती है वो कर्म फल से छूट जाता है. ठीक है. यस, प्रियोराज.
Sir, who wrote the story of Krishna?
Story of Krishna, Veda Vyas Bhagwan, Maharishi Veda Vyasa.
And who told the story of Krishna?
Maharishi Veda Vyas was Trikalagya. He could see the past, present and future simultaneously at any time. So he knew everything happening around. So he dictated and Ganesha write the Mahabharata. Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, Tej. Tej Kachuru ji. No, he is not here. Mahesh ji, please unmute.
Jai Shri Krishna, Ashubhaiya.
Yes,
I have no question, but I have to express what I have learned from today. We had learned in academics that the plants are living things. just like human and animals. And Rupal Didi explained different lokas, and plants are included in that. So it was very happy realization that all the scientific information is written in our scriptures.
Yes, of course.
Long years ago. That was nice realization for me. That was not today's session.
Today we call them scientists. Before we called them rishis. It is the same thing.
Yes.
विष्णु जी.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
हाँ, 14 लोकास क्या होते हैं उसके बारे में बताइए.
There are 14 type of lokas, the Brahma Loka, Satya Loka, Indra Loka, like that. So there are 7 loka upwards and 7 loka downwards. So 14 bhuvan. So the top 7 lokas are for heaven, and the 7th is this earth we live in, and the 7 below are the narkas.
Thank you.
Yes, Vilina ji.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna.
I want to ask a question. It is said that the last thought in our mind will decide which new birth we are going to take. How will we know that this is our last time and we are going to die?
That is why we have to do always Ram, 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 Ram. We don't know when our last moment comes.
Just now you said this, no, that the last thought in your mind will decide which birth you are going to take.
We have to keep that is why we have to keep our mind constant attached to the good only. If we are in the bad situation anytime and we die, we are going to born like that. Okay, so that is why you have to do good, think good, and always feel good.
Okay.
Okay.
Jai Shri Krishna.
Jai Shri Krishna. Shubhra. Unmute please, Shubhra. Yes.
So
Yes,
you said I have 3 questions. So the first question is how did Shri Krishna ji get Arjun?
How Krishna got Arjuna? Shubhra, your voice always echoes, so we cannot understand what you are speaking.
Okay, then I'll put this thing a bit closer to me. So, what's the story of Shri Krishna that when he got Arjuna?
What is the story of Krishna when he got Arjuna?
How he grabbed Arjuna?
How he grabbed Arjuna? Krishna was a relative to Arjuna. Arjun's mother was Krishna's maternal auntie, paternal auntie, Bua. Okay. Okay. Yes, Vinita ji. Unmute please. विनीता जी बोलिए, अनम्यूट करना होगा आपको.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
हाँ सर, मैं ये पूछ रही थी, जैसे हम अभी जो भुगत रहे हैं वो अपने अभी इसी जन्म के कर्म भुगत रहे हैं,
इस जन्म के नहीं, करोड़ों जन्मों में जो किए वो सब भुगतते हैं. इसी जन्म में सारे भुगत लेंगे ऐसी बात भी नहीं है. करोड़ों जन्मों के करोड़ों जन्मों में भुगतते हैं. तो हमारा अकाउंट बहुत लंबा है. उस अकाउंट में से कुछ पार्ट, क्योंकि हमने किसके साथ क्या कर्म किया उसके साथ अगर हम इस जन्म में मिलेंगे तभी तो हमारा अकाउंट चुकता होगा. हम मिलेंगे नहीं तो कैसे चुकता होगा. तो जिस जन्म में जिसके साथ मिलते हैं उसका अकाउंट उस जन्म में क्लियर होता है.
तो अभी हम जो कर्म कर रहे हैं वो हमें बाद में भुगतने हैं.
जरूरी नहीं है. तो देखो, कुछ फल त्वरित होते हैं और कुछ फल संचित हो जाते हैं. तो कुछ कर्मों के फल हमको अब तुरंत मिलते हैं, कुछ कर्मों के फल इसी जन्म में कुछ समय बाद मिलते हैं, और जो इस जन्म में नहीं मिल पाए वो हमको आगे आने वाले जन्मों में मिलते हैं.
जी, जय श्री कृष्ण.
जय श्री कृष्ण. ओंकार.
हाँ, यस, आशु भैया प्रणाम. जय श्री कृष्ण. रूपल दीदी also जय श्री कृष्ण, प्रणाम. My question, sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, sir. Okay. I had one question. I have heard about this Kalpa Bhed thing, and it affects the stories of Ramayana. Can you tell me what exactly this Kalpa Bhed means
Actually,
and how does it affect?
in every Kalpa, Ram gets his avatara. So when he takes the avatara, in one Kalpa, he may play one part differently. He may play some act differently. So they create a different story. So we have 80, 90 type of Ramayanas, and some have different stories. So and some are there which cannot be attached to this one also, because it goes differently. So that is because of the Kalpa Veda. In one Kalpa, Rama acted like that. In another Kalpa, Rama acted like another thing.
Okay, no, means actually my question was that how this means you just said that he acts differently, but the stories seem to be similar, and at somewhere the story
Most of it is similar.
Okay.
Okay, most of it is similar. So, some parts, small parts.
Okay, okay. Can I ask one more question?
Sorry?
Can I ask one more question?
Yes, yes.
Okay, sir, I wanted to know actually, when I do some kind of mantra jap like Gayatri jap or Sandhya Vandan, actually, first thing is that I do not get such motivation to do such things, and when I do, my mind always runs from here there. All different thoughts come to my mind, so I am unable to focus on the mantra.
Same happens when you study.
Yeah.
So it is always same. The more sugar you put, the more sweet it is. So the more concentrated studies you do, the more good result you get. The more concentrated you do the mantra japa, the more sweeter and the more powerful result you get. So it is all about our concentration and the devotion. The more we do, the more we get. It's simple science. We do it with the less devotion, we get the less results. We do it with the more devotion, we get more results. So if we want more results, we have to put more. You are muted.
Yes, no, yes, thank you, thanks a lot. Means actually doing Sandhya Vandan and all these things, actually I don't get very much motivated to do all these things. So can you tell me why should I get?
These are the mandatory karmas for Traivandik. So if we want that in this life we should do the punya karmas and we should get the Svargalokas, and we want that all the devtas should be pleased with us, we should follow these karmas. The more we do it sincerely, the more devtas are pleased with us.
Yes, but I have actually heard that if you perform Sandhya Vandan, you won't get any kind of merit or punya. But if you don't perform the Sandhya Vandan, then you will definitely are definitely going to have some sins for that. So, as it's
in all the Shastra rules, there are two type of things. One is to by get you greedy, that if you do this, you will get this. And one is by showing you some fear. If you don't do this, you will get punished. So these are the way people are handled differently. Some people are going to do it for greed. Some people are going to do it out of fear. So both are the right way. There is no difference. That you do, you get. You don't do, you don't get. The simple is that.
But actually, that worship of Sandhya Vandan is not much like that. No, means it's not a kind of a prayer. It's that's not.
No. Sandhya Vandan is it is prayer, and Sandhya Vandan is japa, and Sandhya Vandan is combination of japa, pranayama, and so many things. So it is all the devta.
I had to make it mandatory. I had to make it mandatory. This is my question.
To discipline our life.
Okay.
We are considered as a disciplined life. A higher human being who want to attain the higher lokas, the higher level of life, he should have some discipline in the life.
Okay.
No discipline in the life, what you are going to get? You are more close to animal then.
Yes, right? Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, Yadvendra ji.
हाँ, नमस्कार जी।
नमस्कार।
ये जानना चाहता हूँ कि जब मुक्ति होती है हमारी, तो जो आत्मा है ये परमात्मा में लीन होती है, उसी का भाग बन जाती है, या आत्मा परमात्मा ही बन जाती है?
ऐसी बात है कि समुद्र की बूंद को आपने समुद्र से निकाल दिया, वापस समुद्र में मिला दिया, अब वो बूंद समुद्र हो गई।
नहीं तो फिर निराकार ही हुए ना फिर परमात्मा।
हाँ, निराकारी।
तो साकार की हम जैसे भक्ति बोलते हैं तो
परमात्मा का मूल स्वरूप निराकार है, लेकिन परमात्मा सर्वशक्तिमान है, इसलिए वो निराकार परमात्मा जब चाहे तब साकार में प्रकट हो जाता है। साकार की उपासना, वो निराकार परमात्मा सर्वशक्तिमान है, इसलिए उसमें ये शक्ति भी है कि वो चाहे तो अपने निराकार स्वरूप को साकार रूप में प्रकट कर दे। ये उसके अंदर
निराकार है लेकिन साकार बन जाते हैं।
हाँ, बन
साकार की और साकार की ही भक्ति ज्यादा उचित मानी गई है। कृष्ण जी बोलते हैं कि साकार ही
उचित की बात नहीं है, सुगम है। आप अपने मन को सब तरफ से हटाओ और राम जी में लगाओ, ये आसान बात है। आप मन को सब तरफ से हटाओ और कहीं मत लगाओ, कितना मुश्किल है? मुश्किल है ना। सब तरफ से हटाओ, कृष्ण के सुंदर रूप में लगाओ, राम जी के सुंदर रूप में लगाओ, सरल है। और सब तरफ से हटाओ और एक निराकार जिसका कोई आकार नहीं, जिसका कोई नाम नहीं, अव्यक्त जिसको व्यक्त नहीं किया जा सकता, जो अप्रमेय है, जिसका कोई वर्णन नहीं किया, अब ऐसे पे अपना मन टिकाना, ये कितना मुश्किल बात है।
धन्यवाद।
और पल्ली जी, पद्मजा जी।
जय कृष्ण।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
I am from Telangana.
Okay.
I want to ask one question.
Please.
Now we are human beings. We are doing sat karmas. We can do, but the Atma is transmitting to animals and plants everywhere. No, so how can they do sat karmas?
No, they cannot. The karma yoni is only Manushya yoni. In all 84 lakh yonis, only Manushya yoni is karma yoni. Rest all are bhog yoni. Even Devta is also bhog yoni. Devta cannot do the karma. That's why Sur Durlabh Sadgrantha Nigava. That's why Devta also want to be a human to do the karmas and get this mukti.
Okay. Yeah. Now we are doing karma means next janam maybe human being का janam.
अच्छे कर्म करेंगे तो अच्छे अगले जन्म में ह्यूमन बनेंगे, और गड़बड़ करेंगे तो कुत्ता बिल्ली गधा कुछ भी बनना पड़ सकता है।
That's what I am asking.
Yes.
जो कुत्ता बिल्ली है ना वो सत्कर्मा नहीं कर सकते ना?
हाँ, नहीं कर सकते। देखो कुत्ता आपको काटता है उसको पाप नहीं है। कुत्ता आपकी सेवा करता है उसको पुण्य नहीं है।
So Atma is not transmit to another जन्म, अगले जन्म में human being नहीं हो सकते।
नहीं हो सकती है ना। After you finish up your पाप कर्मास, you will be born again as a human. Once,
how can they do pap karma finish?
No, see, I did the pap karmas. I born as a dog. I finished my dog birth, and now I will born again as a human. I did the good karmas. I born as a devta. I finished my account. I born again as a human. So human is the last stop. You pay off all your good and bad karmas in different yonis, and you get born as a human again.
So we have to do more sat karmas in
Yes,
this
of course, of course.
Thank you.
Yes, Shri Krishna. Madhu ji.
Namaskar ji.
Namaskar.
There are the 14 lokas. If plants are nichely count in nichely yoni, then why we worship people and tulsi tree? Are they the place like devtas?
Yes, no, not devtas, but tulsi is near to Vishnu Bhagwan. That is why it is considered as prayerful, and we pray all the nature. It is not that it is a Nikrist yoni. It is Jad yoni.
But we keep tulsi like in banana tree.
Because these are related to some god. These doesn't have their own significance. But as we go to the temple, when we go to the temple, the outer steps, the outside steps, which are covered with mud and all, we salute to that. We do pranam to that steps also. That step is not God. We know all that. But that step is connected to that temple, and that temple is having that God. That is why that step also get prayerful. We pray to that step also. So similarly, these creatures which is attached in any reason, by any reason to some God, they get prayerful. We pray to them.
And like peacock, Krishna put peacock
yes.
feather.
Yes,
so,
peacock feather. Yes.
Yes.
So that is also, that is why
this
we
is
keep,
also connected with
yes.
Krishna. So we pray.
Yes. Yes.
And my second question is that in Geeta, is Arjuna asked so many questions. That's why the Krishna told so many things in 18 adhyayas. Actually, he wanted to know just why I am fighting with my cousins. That was the main question.
No, it was not the main question. Arjuna knows why he is fighting with his cousins, but Arjuna was overshadowed with the feeling, with the emotion that I have to fight with the Bhishma and Dronacharya. Both were so lovable to Arjuna, and both loved Arjuna most. So, for only those two, Arjuna got this emotional attachment, and he got depressed that I cannot fight with these two. Others, he was ready to fight.
And that's all. For that, Lord Krishna told everything in Geeta because of only that reason.
No, not that. Arjuna is very brave, and Arjuna fought thousands and thousands of battles. Even he fought with Mahadev, Bhagavan Shiva, and pleased him by his fight. So he is so brave. He is not a coward. He doesn't fear with anything. But at this point of his duties, he was getting depressed. So Krishna dictated all this Bhagavad-Gītā to the Arjuna for all of us by taking an example that by keeping you an example, I want to dictate all the universe what is the karma and how everyone should be committed for his duties. So Krishna didn't ask him to fight. He asked him to do his duty. It was his duty to fight there. So you do your duty. Krishna said that fight without having any detachment, without having any attachment. You don't need to be attached with anyone, and you have to fight it as it is your duty. If you don't fight, then also they all will be killed because they are destined to kill. But it is your duty, so you should be part of it.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, Gopal ji.
हरे कृष्णा सर, आपने मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
आ रही है।
आपने 14 भुवन बताए और 7वां भुवन पृथ्वी लोक बताया
जी।
और पृथ्वी लोक से ऊपर के जितने हैं स्वर्ग वगैरह हैं, ऊंचे लोग हैं, और नीचे के जो है वो मतलब 4 पैर वाले 6 पैर वाले ये हैं। लेकिन ये सारे भुवन तो हमें पृथ्वी पे ही मिलते हैं, तो फिर
नहीं, 14 पृथ्वी पे नहीं मिलते। पृथ्वी पे जो लोग, आपको पृथ्वी पे बहुत सारी योनियां है, खाली मनुष्य रहते हैं ऐसी बात नहीं है ना। तो पृथ्वी पे कुछ मनुष्यों से निम्न योनियां भी रहती है, मनुष्यों से उच्चतर योनियां भी रहती है। लेकिन जो योनियां मनुष्यों से भी निम्न है, भूत, पिशाच, पेताल, उनके भी लोक है, वो उन लोकों में जाकर उन को भोगते हैं। जैसे आप पढ़ते हैं कि भाई रसातल लोक है, तलातल लोक है, सुतल है, वितल है, ये सारे निम्न लोक है। तो इन लोकों में वहां की योनियां होती हैं जहां पर धूप नहीं आती, जहां कोई प्रकाश नहीं होता, जहां जल नहीं मिलता, उनको चाहिए वो मिल नहीं सकता, वो तड़पते हैं, वो परेशान होते हैं, तो निकृष्ट योनियां बनी आती है।
तो ये होती कहाँ है, ये लोग होते कहाँ है? पृथ्वी से अलग होते हैं या
लोक का मतलब नहीं, पृथ्वी में कहीं नहीं है, ये बिल्कुल अलग है, डिफरेंट डायमेंशंस।
तो मतलब there are some kind of planets or some satellites?
No, not necessarily planets. It can be here only in different dimensions.
So clear नहीं हुआ. I am confused about this basically.
हम लोग ऐसा सोचते हैं कि हम लोगों की बुद्धि जड़ है, सीमित है, तो हम लोगों की सोच होती है कि इसके बाद ये, इसके बाद ये, इसके बाद ये। भगवान की जो सत्ता है वो अनंत है, और अनंत को समझने की सामर्थ्य इस जड़ बुद्धि से, सीमित बुद्धि से नहीं हो सकती। एक सीमित बुद्धि असीमित की कल्पना ही नहीं कर सकती। हम इनफाइनाइट की कल्पना, अनंत की कल्पना, इसके यही सोचकर रुकना पड़ता है। इसके बाद ये, इसके 1 करोड़ हो गए, 50 करोड़ हो गए, 100 करोड़, उसके बाद क्या? यही तो हमारे मन में प्रश्न रह जाता है। हम उसका उत्तर खोज ही नहीं सकते जब तक हम उस ब्रह्म स्वरूप में स्थित ना हो जाए, जब तक उस चेतन से ना जुड़ जाए। जब तक ये बुद्धि जड़ है तब तक इन बातों का अनुभव करना कठिन है। सिमिलरली हम जितना जानते हैं अपने मन बुद्धि से, इंद्रियों से, जितना हमने पढ़ा है, सुना है, देखा है, जो कल्पना कर सकते हैं, उतनी कल्पना करने का अधिकार भगवान ने हमको दिया है। उससे अधिक कल्पना करने का नहीं, लेकिन उतना ही ऐसी बात नहीं है। यूनिवर्स उससे बहुत ज्यादा है। भगवान तो करोड़ों करोड़ों लोगों के स्वामी है, करोड़ों करोड़ों पृथ्वी है, करोड़ों करोड़ों लोक है। ये खाली हमको तो लगता है हम इस प्लेनेट में रहते तो इतने लोग हैं, लेकिन भगवान तो करोड़ों कोटि भुवनों के स्वामी है, करोड़ों करोड़ों लोकों के स्वामी है, और हर लोक में अलग अलग प्रकार के अनेक इस प्रकार के लोक है। तो 14 भुवन भी हमारा जो ब्रह्मा है उसके लिए है। ऐसे करोड़ों ब्रह्मा जी है, उनके अलग अलग है, किसी में 28 भी हो सकते हैं, किसी में 100 भी हो सकते हैं। एक हमारे वाले जो ब्रह्मा जी है इनके 14 भुवन होते हैं। इसका मतलब सब जगह 14 भुवन है तो ऐसी बात नहीं है। हमारे ब्रह्मा जी के 14 भुवन है। तो ये भुवन के, अब ये भुवन कहां पे होते हैं? जैसे हम कहें कि भाई ये चंद्रमा ग्रह हो गया या कोई मंगल ग्रह हो गया, तो ऐसे कोई ग्रह, ये ग्रह की बात नहीं है। इसी जगह पर डिफरेंट डायमेंशंस में बहुत सारे यूनिवर्स चल रहे हैं, ऐसी बात नहीं।
मतलब यही हुआ कि पृथ्वी के ऊपर ही 14 भुवन बने हुए हैं और उनमें हम अलग अलग तरीके से रहते हैं।
नहीं, उसका पृथ्वी से कोई लेने देना नहीं, पृथ्वी से कोई लेना नहीं। आप पृथ्वी को बहुत बड़ा मान रहे इसलिए आपको लग रहा है। जब आकाश गंगा में पृथ्वी को देखेंगे तो वो डॉट के समान भी तो नहीं है
जी, सही।
तो उसका हम उसको इतना बड़ा कैसे मान लें? वो कहीं भी हो सकते हैं।
तो जब ये भगवान की वाणी में भगवत गीता बताई गई है तो भगवान ने ये क्यों नहीं बताया कि बाकी लोग कहाँ हैं, आप यहाँ जाओगे, ऐसा करोगे? तो उन्होंने ये कह दिया कि आप नरक लोक में जाओगे या स्वर्ग लोक में जाओगे या देवता
उसके
लोक में
अन्य
जाओगे।
शास्त्र है ना, गीता में कुल 700 श्लोक है, तो कुछ बातें विस्तार से, कुछ बातें संकेत में, अन्य शास्त्रों में बातें हैं।
ओके,
ठीक है,
थैंक यू।
प्रभा जी।
Namaste.
नमस्ते।
Extremely thankful and grateful for this wonderful session. I think you all are doing a great inspirational work. Thank you for that first. My question is, we all have come from him and we all will go to him one day, right? Why this creation? Why the circle of life and death?
Because he wanted to play. वो क्यों खेलना चाहते हैं ये हमारा प्रश्न नहीं। we are not entitled to know and we don't have capacity to understand why he wished it, when he wished it, when he don't. It is up to him now. He is the supreme power, so he can wish anything.
Yeah, there's a cycle of joy and suffering. There's a cycle of, different avatars, right? So
mobile
why are we going through this cycle?
Just because he wish it. A mobile game creator creates a mobile game at different stages, points where we lose our bodies, we lose our lives, we lose our blood. Mobile game creator creates and we all play. So similarly we should think that he is the creator, he created this game, we have to play our part.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ashita ji. We cannot listen to you. If you have a hands-free, please remove it. No, you are not audible. If you have hands-free, you remove it. You have, otherwise, leave audio and join audio again. If you don't have any hands-free, leave audio and join audio again. Till we take another question. Suraj ji. सूरज गुप्ता जी।
जी सर, नमस्ते।
नमस्ते
सर। मैं कहना सर वो सर एक वो गोपाल जी रहे थे जो उसमें मैं ऐड करना चाह रहा था थोड़ा सा। सर वो एक बार
आपका प्रश्न हो तो आप पूछो, दूसरों को उत्तर देने का काम मुझे करने दीजिए ना, फिर वो कन्वर्सेशन बहुत लंबा हो जाता है।
जी सर। सर वो थर्ड डायमेंशन वाली एक बात मैं कहना चाह रहा था सर।
चलिए, अच्छा बोलिए।
सर दरअसल हम एक आंख से सर जब हम एक आंख से देखते हैं तो सर हम 2 डायमेंशन देख पाते हैं, और जब हम दोनों आंखों से सर देखते हैं तो हम 3 डायमेंशन देख पाते हैं, और हमारी ये जो दुनिया जो हम देख रहे हैं वो 3 डायमेंशन में देख रहे हैं। तो किसी ने मेरे से कहा था कि जब हमारी अगर तीसरी आंख भी हो तो हम शायद 4th डायमेंशन भी देख पाते हैं। तो वो तो है नहीं, इसलिए हम 4th डायमेंशन में देख नहीं पाते हैं। बस यही कहना चाह रहा था मैं सर।
जब ज्ञान की आंखें खुल जाती है तो 4th डायमेंशन भी देख सकते हैं। अच्छी बात बताई आपने, ठीक है। पद्मजा जी। पद्मजा जी वांट टू से, प्लीज अनम्यूट। Padmaja ji, if you want to say, unmute please. She has some issues, I think. Geeta ji, please say.
ओके सर। नमस्कार, मेरे आवाज आ रही?
अरे दोनों म्यूट हो गए। पहले गीता जी को पूछ लेने थे, फिर पद्मजा जी को। गीता जी प्लीज से।
हाँ जी, आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
आ रही है।
हाँ जी, my question was about नमस्कार, my question was about occult sciences, ये UFOs और भूत प्रेत पिशाच और UFOs बोलते देखा है, ये सब है?
अब इसका तो मेरे से मैं उत्तर दूंगा तो आपको कोई समाधान हो जाएगा क्या? एक साइड ही लेना होगा। मैं कहूंगा है तो भी आप कहेंगे कहाँ है बतलाओ, मैं कहूंगा नहीं है तो आप कहेंगे तो कोई फोटो है, ये कैसे है? तो इसके कोई आंसर्स नहीं है। इनकी बातें में कोई ज्यादा मतलब भी नहीं है। हो भी सकते हैं, नहीं भी हो सकते।
भूत प्रेत तो है, लेकिन आई डोंट नो अबाउट
भूत प्रेत की जो हमारी कल्पना है वो ठीक नहीं है। भूत प्रेत होते हैं, इसमें कोई संदेह नहीं है, लेकिन भूत प्रेत को बड़े शक्तिशाली होते हैं और वो हमको परेशान कर सकते हैं, ये हमारी गलत धारणा है। क्योंकि हम लोग पंचभूतों के बने हुए हैं। हमारे अंदर पृथ्वी, आकाश, वायु, अग्नि और जल, ये पांचों तत्व हैं। लेकिन भूत और प्रेत इनको एक तत्व या दो तत्व ही मिलते हैं, तो इसलिए उनको पृथ्वी तत्व नहीं मिलता। इसलिए वो भूखे होते हैं, खा नहीं सकते, भूख से तड़पते हैं, नींद आती है, सो नहीं सकते, क्योंकि शरीर ही नहीं है पृथ्वी तत्व का। इसलिए वो पावरफुल यूनिवर्स नहीं है, वो कष्टदायक यूनिवर्स है। हमारी जो कल्पना है वो, अब वो होता क्या है, ये जो कम पावर वाली यूनि है, एक या दो तत्वों से ही है, ये ढूंढते हैं कि जिसकी मन शक्ति कमजोर हो, जिसकी विल पावर बहुत कमजोर हो, जो कमजोर मानसिकता का हो, उसके बाकी भूतों का उपयोग हम कर ले। तो ये आके उसको वश में करने का प्रयास करते हैं। अब ये कर नहीं सकते। एक छोटा बच्चा भी मुझे कैसे हरा सकता है, लेकिन मैं बहुत कमजोर इच्छा शक्ति का हूं, तो 5 साल का बच्चा भी आकर मेरे ऊपर चढ़ जाएगा, मुझे पटक देगा और मेरे ऊपर बैठ के कहेगा कि मैं तुम्हारा स्वामी हूं, और मैं कमजोर हूंगा तो कहूंगा ठीक है साहब आप हो। तो ये मेरी कमजोर, अब वास्तव में 5 साल के बच्चे की शक्ति नहीं है कि मुझे पटक सके, लेकिन मैं कमजोर हूं तो 5 वर्ष का बालक भी मुझे गिरा देता है और मेरे पर सवारी करता है। ऐसे ही भूत पिशाचों की बात है। ये आपको तभी कंट्रोल कर सकते हैं जब आप बहुत कमजोर हैं। आपको पता है आप 5 तत्वों के हैं, तो उनकी क्या औकात है, वो बेचारे 1-2 तत्व वाले हैं, उनके लिए वो हमारे तड़पते हैं कि हम उनके लिए कुछ कर दें, उनका श्राद्ध कर दें, उनका कुछ कर दें तो मुक्ति पा जाए। वो उनमें कोई पावर नहीं है। तो हमारे उनके
लेकिन फिर भी लोग कहते हैं ना उसको भूत प्रेत आया। और
लोगों को तो कुछ चाहिए ना। अच्छा हुआ तो भी कोई चमत्कार चाहिए, बुरा हुआ तो भी कुछ चाहिए। We believe in the gossips, ना, we love it.
No, but I myself have experienced that after my father's death, after 13-14 days, he came to me in the form of light and he said, मेरे पास शरीर नहीं है, उन लोगों ने मेरा शरीर को जला दिया।
मैं आपसे कहूंगा वो आपके पिताजी नहीं थे तो आपको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, इसलिए मैं उस बारे में कैसे बात करूं। ये सारी अपने मन की कल्पनाएं हैं। आपको वो देखने, मैं इसलिए बात आपको कहता हूं क्योंकि ना तो आपकी ऐसी कोई साधना है जो आप इस शरीर से बिछड़े हुए को देख के जाए, ना आपके पिताजी की कोई ऐसी साधना हो, तो मुझे पता नहीं है तो वो आपको देख सकते हैं। दोनों में किसी की नहीं तो कैसे देखोगे? हमको सामर्थ्य नहीं, इंद्रिय ही नहीं। आपके पास भी ऐसी इंद्रिय नहीं कि आप उनको देख सके, उनके पास भी ऐसी इंद्रिय नहीं कि वो आपको दिखा सके, तो दोनों एक दूसरे का अनुभव नहीं कर सकते। ये तभी कर सकते हैं जब दोनों में से एक कोई उत्तम साधक हो, जिसने अपनी इंद्रियों को बस में करके इतनी साधना की है कि उसकी बल पर वो इस शरीर की शक्तियों से अतिरिक्त भी कुछ काम कर सके। समझे ना?
धन्यवाद बहुत बहुत।
Ashita ji, we cannot listen to you still. What to do? You can type your question and we can answer. Okay? You type your question, please. Padmaja ji.
नमस्ते जी।
नमस्ते।
अहम गुरु नमामि। मुझे आपको ऐसे पूछना था सर कि अनन्याश्रय, एक श्लोक में भगवान श्री कृष्ण बोलता है कि अन्याश्रय नहीं कर, मुझे ही तू भज। मैं सर्वधर्म परित्यज्य मामेकौ शरणं व्रज, अहं त्वा सर्व पापेभ्यो मोक्षयिष्यामि मा शुचः। तो मुझे भी मान्य है, लेकिन जब छोटे होते हैं तभी से हमारे ऊपर एक संस्कार होते हैं ना, पूजा में हम सब लोग मंदिर में, हमारे घर के मंदिर में ये भगवान चाहिए, ये चाहिए, ये चाहिए, ये चाहिए, ऐसे करते हैं। तो इस पे से हमारा मन खाली भगवान कृष्ण में कैसे हम समर्पित करें?
जब भगवान कहते हैं कि मामेकम शरणं व्रज, वहां पे भगवान श्री कृष्ण के शरण में आओ ऐसा नहीं बोलते। और इसीलिए संपूर्ण महाभारत में 1 लाख श्लोकों में जहां पर भी भगवान बोले हैं वहां केशव उवाच आता है, वासुदेव उवाच आता है, वहां श्री भगवान उवाच नहीं आता। भगवत गीता के 700 श्लोकों में 572 श्लोक भगवान ने बोले हैं। इन 572 श्लोकों के लिए श्री भगवान उवाच आता है। यहाँ पर जब कृष्ण बोलते हैं तो कृष्ण स्वरूप से नहीं बोलते, वो परब्रह्म स्वरूप से बोलते हैं। तुम राम को बसते हो तो मैं राम हूं, तुम शिव को बसते हो तो मैं शिव हूं, तुम विष्णु को बसते हो तो मैं विष्णु हूं, तुम कृष्ण को बसते हो तो मैं कृष्ण हूं। भगवान वहां पर आकर बोलते हैं और इसीलिए भगवान चौथे अध्याय में कहते हैं ये था माम प्रपद्यन्ते तांस्ततैव भजाम्यहम्। अर्जुन, जो मुझे जिस नाम से जिस रूप में जैसे बसता है मैं भी उसकी श्रद्धा वैसे स्थिर कर देता हूं। तो भगवान का आशय वहां पर जब भगवान कहते हैं मामेकम शरणं व्रज, वहां पर मेरी सत्ता से है, मेरे नाम से नहीं है। ठीक है,
हम लोग ऐसे सब लक्ष्मी जी, गणपति जी, दत्त भगवान जी,
एक तो इसमें अंतर करना सीखिए कि देवता अलग बात है और भगवान अलग बात है। भगवान ने 9वें अध्याय में और
हमारे मंदिर में पूर्व
6वें अध्याय में इसका अंतर बताया है। भगवान कहते हैं देवता योनि है, देवताओं को नियुक्त करता हूं मैं, मेरी शक्ति से तुम उनका पूजन करते हो और वो तुमको वरदान देते हैं, ये तुम्हारा काम है। पंचदेव पूजन करना ही चाहिए, इसका निषिद्ध भी नहीं है। मैं भगवान की भक्ति करता हूं इसलिए देवताओं का पूजन नहीं करूंगा, इसकी भी भगवान आज्ञा नहीं देते। भगवान कहते हैं शास्त्रों में जो नियुक्त पद्धति है उससे देवताओं का पूजन करो, अवश्य करो, लेकिन वो देवता मेरी शक्ति से तुमको सब कुछ देते हैं। तो तुम्हारे इष्ट राम जी है तो तुम शिव जी के मंदिर में जाओ, बोलो मेरे राम जी की भक्ति बढ़े। तुम कृष्ण के मंदिर में जाओ, बोलो मेरे राम जी की भक्ति बढ़े। तुम दुर्गा जी उपासना करो, बोलो मेरे राम जी की भक्ति बढ़े। तुम गणेश की उपासना करो, बोलो मेरे राम जी की भक्ति बढ़े। तुम गणेश की उपासना भी परब्रह्म में कर सकते हो, क्योंकि भगवान ने कहा ये था माम प्रपद्यन्ते। तो देवता की उपासना भी ब्रह्म भाव से की तो ब्रह्म की प्राप्ति हो जाती है। एक बात और बतलाता हूं आपको, क्योंकि भगवान ने स्पष्ट किया, अरे आप देवता की छोड़ो, गणेश की छोड़ो, आप पद्मजा नाम से भगवान की उपासना करो, आपको भगवान की प्राप्ति हो जाएगी। आप गुरु के नाम से भगवान की उपासना करो, आपको भगवान की प्राप्ति हो जाएगी। भाव किसका है, हम इंडिकेट किसको करते हैं। मैं यहां बैठा हूं, मुझे कोई आशु भैया कहता है तो ठीक, तिलक वाले भैया कहता है तो ठीक, नीली जैकेट वाले भैया कहता है तो ठीक, काले वाला कहता है तो ठीक, सफेद शर्ट वाला कहता है तो ठीक। व्हाट डिफरेंस इट मेक्स? टिल ही इज इंडिकेटिंग मी, आई एम द सेम। व्हाट नेम आई एम आस्किंग फॉर, व्हाट डिफरेंस इट मेक्स? तो भगवान को हम किस नाम से पुकारते हैं ये अंतर नहीं पड़ता, हम उसको पुकारते कि नहीं पुकारते ये अंतर पड़ता है। ठीक है, चंद्रिका जी।
जय श्री कृष्ण गुरु जी।
जय श्री कृष्ण।
Will God enters into the woman body? Why some people react like God enters into their body?
It never happens. It never happens. It is all the drama, I can say.
So I have seen in my
most people who display like God entered his body, they even are not considered that I or you want to go in their body.
Even she told like she will tell like I don't know what happened to me.
She saw someone doing this drama, she liked it, she copied it. Simple.
Then how can we feel that the existence of God?
We cannot. Did you feel if you seen that lady in the form of God? Did you feel some good thing? Did you feel Sattvika? Did you feel like, oh wow, I'm having God in my eyes? You didn't. If God was there, why did you realize? You were realizing so many dramas. You were realizing so many these sensational things. You didn't realize any Sattvika. If God was there, you should feel blessed, no? You should feel energized. You should feel enlightened.
Or
right?
Hindu God is in the form of a human body, and then we can feel the God in the form of human, or sometimes the Raghavendra Swami or Shirdi Sai Baba. They were God, or
they're not God. But if you consider them in a form of God and you think that I will pray him as a God, you will get benefited as a God, but they are not God.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Ananda ji.
Paya, the God exists. She's telling in somebody God exists. If the God doesn't exist, how can she reveal the story, the earlier story or the future story of everyone? The one
that may be tricky. So many magicians do the magics in front of your eyes, and you cannot know the logics. So, and can you say it was a real magic? It is all the tricks.
No, they are seeing as the first time, but they tell the future and even the
I
past.
never experienced it. If someone comes to me, then I can tell only. I never saw anyone who can do that.
Oh, thank you.
Now we should end.
Thank you very much, Bhaiya. And I extend my heartfelt thanks to Rupal Didi also for the beautiful interpretation session. And a big thank for the Ashu Bhaiya for explaining each question and answering each question so nicely. Now, my sincere thanks to the technical team for the efforts for making a session a great success. And for the conclusion prayer, I invite Smita ji from Pune. She is serving as a technical assistant. Smita ji.
योगेशं सच्चिदानन्दं वासुदेवं व्रजप्रियं धर्मसंस्थापकं वीरं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं जय श्री कृष्ण.
Jai Shri Krishna. Thank you, Didi. And thanks to all the Geeta devotees. And we will be now meeting in the next session. Jai Shri Krishna.